All right. Here we're calling next episode. Here we're calling transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screen caps of comments that are on YouTube, they're on YouTube and DeviantArt. They're response to comments I'm in against these deviant lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning: if you don't like what I'm saying, go ahead, click off the video and go watch something else. Do not lie and say there's hate speech in my videos because there is no hate speech in my videos. Just speech you hate. That's a different story. Let's continue on. People giving these wrong these conversations and me trying to treat them above versus the basic biology, and then get to talk about that. Also, it's good to get vaccinated, so you help stop the spread of germs. I got vaccinated for flu a while ago. That helped my body be stronger against flu. I got vaccinated for COVID a while ago. That helped my body be stronger against COVID. It's very important to do that so we can help stop the spread of germs because that stuff is nasty. It's not cool, not nice, not fun to be sick. Especially we're trying to make money so we can pay our bills and debts and buy the things we're trying to buy, do the things we're trying to do. In this case, I got to actually make a video about it. But yeah, basically, we had a little family reunion a little while ago. My grandma came to town. We had all kinds of different things we had to deal with because basically, my mom was thinking that my aunt and her husband were going to pick up and take my grandma, bring my grandma over to our house. And we're going to go and put her up in an extended stay in a hotel. Mom's going to hang out with her and have basically girls' time. Me and my bro are going to hang out at the house. And then if she calls us to come over and help us with stuff, we come over and help her with stuff. Talk about stuff, help us stuff, whatever. That's what we thought was going to happen. And then all of a sudden it's like my aunt had an issue. That's a hospital scare, medical scare of some kind. Thankfully, things are okay. But she's like, I don't think I should travel. So she's like, yeah, you're going to have to come over here. So mom had to pay extra money for Amtrak to go get her, bring her back. So Airtrack and Ubers and whatnot. It was just, there's a lot of stuff. So that would cost more money. We definitely, not a good idea not good to get, basically can't get sick. It's not a good idea to get sick. That makes things a lot harder, and a lot of my paycheck went to help with that too. I'm glad I had it. I'm glad I did my full shift, my full days. If I was too sick, I couldn't do that. That'd be horrible. So yeah, it's a good idea to make sure to try to stay as healthy as you can. Let's continue on with some not safe for work fan art. Yeah, short cord. Things charging up real nice. Yeah, you see my tab later. Yeah. So let's see. We have Amethyst from Steven Universe, along with apparently other characters in Steven Universe. And some AI art. That penis. AI art advertising that penis is the size of your head, girl. Don't get near that. My gosh. They're trying some stuff with AI. It was definitely also a black dude, but still, sheesh. That thing huge. Spraying all over the place. Okay, so we have a horrible picture of three dudes who look like Pearl, Garnet, and Amethyst with their massive penis and testicles, showing off their massive penis and testicles. Don't care about that. You have Amethyst transformed into a giant dude with massive penis and testicles. I don't care about that. She's all inflated like a deviant art. And another picture, a few other pictures, comics and things showing off her body. Different legs there. All Stevani hanging out. Very nice, very nice. So your Blue Diamond, Amethyst with Steven Universe trying to get at his giant, charged up, powered up penis. Amethyst showing off her beautiful body in several ways. All nice, soft, squishy. Amethyst with Pearl and what's her name? Jasper. Amethyst's giant breasts being used by a dude to make him happy. Amethyst, comic of Amethysts with Pearl and Steven, yeah, with his powered up pink stick. And Amethyst lying on a bed naked, very nice, showing off her beautiful body there. Yep. I like that. Simple pictures are the best sometimes. Oh yeah. Very nice girl, very nice. Oh my goodness. Let's see more later. Continue on with the not safe for work fan art. Let's go. The hate mail. We're definitely transgender hate mail. We're down to the nitty gritty here. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, we'll fight, but there it goes. Someone says, the worst choice I ever made was suppressing my gender identity, my lies about my biological sex. That's not the worst choice. Lying about biological sex is a bad choice. E doesn't have to mean fear necessarily. It does. It means all the things. It only means fear. Most scientific research in medicine and psychology is based on surveys. Okay, you said psychology. Yeah, psychology is a good one to base on surveys because psychology is about to pierce people's minds. Okay? Medicine is about the effect it has on people's bodies. Anatomy is about people's bodies. Okay? So, no. Surveys are not the best for that kind of stuff. You got to go concrete. You got to actually check out their bodies. Psychology is in the mind. Psychological science is important to do surveys on because it's about studying people's minds. And every person's mind is different. It's going to be that way. So that's how it works. Different stuff. Next. That's what statistics is. And please learn to spell actual if you're going to try to argue against something. All I got is spelling. All I got against you is your art and your spelling. That's all I got. So then he says, this person says, the Bible is known to contradict itself through lies. You can technically use the Bible to defend any opinion through lies. No, you can't. There's even a section of the Bible that God rejected and hidden away according to lies. According to lies, we were told. It's known as the Gospel of Judas. One of those fake verses, fake Bible things. It was hidden because it contradicts the popular belief that Judas was a traitor because he was. Sorry. So basic background of it, through lies. Wikipedia, lies. Here's you can buy and read its entirety, through lies. Nope. Link, small symbol contradictions. Link, why should I or anyone be forced to follow your religion's rules if we don't even believe in your religion? Because it's the best religion. Many other religions existed before it. And now, basically, God's religion was made from it. That's how it is. In fact, Christianity is basically just an OVA doujinshi of Judaism. So it's not even its own original religion. No, it's the completion of Judaism. It's like if I stole the gods and religious texts from ancient Roman theism, made them cosplay, Genshin Impact, or whatever, and fake my death and called it something else. It's not true. But they were angry about that stuff. I say, actually, it's a completed version of Judaism. The prophecies in Judaism were filled in Christianity, and it is the best way of life. Also, science maybe has surveys, but also has studies on the natural world. And biology proves that there are male and female reproductive organs, and the beings who are born with them are male and female, depending which ones they were born with. And also, how do you suppress something that is not physical, like an identity? Legitimate questions. And so it says, learn to spell if you want to argue on the internet. Oh, yeah, well, I'm learning, whatever. As a Jewish person, most of us dislike and disagree with Christianity because the lies we're told. Christianity does not complete Judaism through lies, or Jewish culture through lies. Ignore that. The covering of sins is no longer necessary because Jesus died on the cross for the perfect sinless sacrifice for humans. Now we can be with God. You can be one, basically hang out with God again, and have His Spirit and fill us and help us throughout life, because our sins have been taken away by Jesus' blood. Ignore that though, because I don't like that. It means that we have sin to begin with. Most likely. So sad. Next. I highly doubt following a religion that relies on perfectionism, brainwashing, toxicity, and exclusion is the best way of life, through lies. Except for, of course, I use mine, so ignore that. You say trans people live a lie, they do. But you have used knowledge of the fact that your Skyday's book is filled with contradictions through lies, mistranslations through lies, and missing chapters through lies. Science confirms the existence of sexes that other than male, female through lies. It doesn't. But I heard of deformed penises and deformed vulvas. Yeah, they're deformed males and deformed females. I'm like, dang it. Those aren't other sexes? Like, nope. Dang it. Doesn't work. Next. Science confirms these those things other than male, female through lies. They do not. And karyotypes other than XY, X and XY through lies. But they basically, if it's XX dominant or XY dominant, it's male. If XX dominant is female, XY dominant is male. Doesn't work. Intersex people born with deformed genitals are not a different sex. Or more many types of reproductive organs. No, they're born with deformed male or deformed female genitals. It's male or female. So biology doesn't really defend your point on only two sexes through lies, I was told. It does. Lie number one, what is intersex? Link. Lie number two, whatever, link. You as a Christian cannot scream science. Yes, I can. Those are stereotypes. When your religion follows constantly reject the proven science of evolution through lies, it's not proven. It's a theory. Continue on here. Reversing something is the same thing as restraining something. Most things restrained are physical things. Trauma is an example of a non-physical thing. People's brains are naturally restrained. I'm currently restraining the urge to call you a dip dude. I know because I agree with the point is, trans people and gay people shouldn't have to restrain who they are. No, it's not who they are. It's a temptation to sin. In order to appease a God that either doesn't exist or so cool they gay and trans people, just condemn them for being gay and trans. God did not make people gay or trans. No. That's the issue. Who you are is you. What you are is what you are. That feeling is a temptation to sin when you say no to it. But that's not who that's the issue with me. They try to lie, say that being trans is their authentic self, but authenticity requires truth, not lies. So no, it doesn't work. Yeah, see you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube TV. All right.